Welcome back to my channel. It's me, Art, channeling messages from Spirit, Infinite Gratitude. Back at it again with the Tarot of the Divine. Another collective message, please, Spirit. Any and all messages for the collective. Somebody feels completely overcome, trapped, like there's no way out, or that they're tied down. Someone feels like tied down. But I see this person not accepting that feeling. I see this person trying to figure out a way to feel more liberated. But there is some sort of power or force they feel overcome by. They feel trapped in a situation that they believe is limiting or stunting their growth, their potential, like they can't be their true selves in this situation. They can't express themselves in this situation. They feel limited, restricted, tied down. Like there's only so much they can do, so many places they can go. They feel limited and restricted. But I see this person wanting more for themselves. I see this person not wanting to fall victim to this oppression. Like there's an oppressive force that someone is experiencing that has them feeling limited, stuck, trapped, tied down. They're not going to just accept that. They don't believe that is what they're meant to do, is just feel limited, trapped forever. That's not what God has in store for them, what God's plan is for them. They don't believe that the place that they're at right now is where they're supposed to stay. They feel like there is a way out. There has to be a way out. Yeah, someone feels oppressed by some sort of institution. There's just a feeling of being bound that they're fighting against. This person doesn't want to accept this as their fate. They're trying to. I see this person not being tied down though. The thing is, there is an oppressive force here, but I see this person not falling victim to it. I see this person finding a way out, discovering a way out. Not that they're just looking for a way out. They've actually been working on a plan to liberate themselves, and they've taken action already in regards to their freedom, their ability to express themselves and live as their true authentic self. And this is something that they're not talking about because it's personal. Just this journey that they've been on to liberate themselves is personal. They don't talk to many people about it. They don't share their ideas or their plan with many people. Honestly, I am getting a vision of this meme of the guy with the bulletin board behind him and like this really extravagant plan, and he has this like crazed look on his face and he's trying to explain like his plan. And it's really funny, but it's also like very real and practical. You probably have been strategizing something, a way out, a plan that might sound crazy to people who have basically conformed to what makes you feel constricted and tied down. These people have just become very comfortable in that. So you can't share, or someone feels like they can't share their plan with their community or the people around them because it won't be received well, or um, it just won't make sense to them. Like they just don't have the foresight to comprehend what it is that they're trying to share and tell them. So I see this person working on this kind of alone and trying to make this work without really sharing their ideas with a whole bunch of people, or they only share their ideas with an exclusive group of people. It would cause some problems. I feel like if they were to talk about what it is that they've been working on or thinking about doing, it would offend someone in their community. It would disturb somebody, offend somebody. It would cause some sort of confrontation, conflict. So they keep this to themselves. Like this person has been thinking about doing something to just like liberate themselves. Like they've been conforming, feeling really tied down, feeling really oppressed, feeling really constricted, limited. They know that this can't be it for them. They know they're not meant to just accept this kind of treatment, this kind of lifestyle as normal. They want to break free. They want to break out of something. And I feel like if they were to tell somebody or some people, hey, I don't want to do this anymore, or I'm moving on to a different chapter, it would ruffle some feathers. It would cause some sort of confrontation, some sort of disunity. So to avoid this confrontation, they've been keeping this to themselves. But I feel like with the Five of Wands in upright position, this is inevitable. There's a confrontation that is inevitable. If this person wants to feel liberated, free, express themselves, it is quite inevitable for this clashing to take place. Because I feel like there's a group of people, or the people in your community, if this is you trying to like do something different to feel like more liberated, I feel like the people around you have become really comfortable with you doing things a certain way. And you don't want to hurt anyone's feelings by changing or moving on with your life. You care about these people's feelings, their opinions, and you just know they wouldn't be okay with it, but you know it's right for you, and this is the right decision for you, and this is the right move for you. You haven't been happy. These people around you have been happy, comfortable with you, just kind of like playing along, but you're not happy, or you haven't been happy doing the what you've been doing, and you've got to make a way out of that. No matter who you offend, you have to do what makes you happy. I feel like this clashing, this confrontation has already taken place, or you know that it's going to happen. You anticipate it, or you don't feel ready for it. You know it's going to happen and you don't feel ready for it, so you still haven't shared your ideas. shared some information with these people. You're not prepared for how they're going to react, respond, what they might have to say. Or maybe it's like too late already. They already know. And there's been a problem or you've been confronted. I see you like not explaining yourself. Like what that's your strategy. I feel like when it comes to this confrontation, this clash that you know is kind of like inevitable, your strategy to handling this is by not really explaining yourself too much because you know what you want and you know what makes you happy and you're being loyal to yourself. And I feel like I don't see you trying to like gain the approval of these people or being like desperate for these people's approval. If they disapprove of the path that you're on or the moves that you're making, I don't see you trying to convince them to approve of you or trying to convince them to support you if they genuinely don't support you. I don't see you fighting for their support, their acceptance. I see you just letting them be angry or letting them be disappointed or letting them be offended. It's a little warm. I got all my windows open and I'm burning this frankincense. You care about these people's opinions, but it's not like you are going to stop living for yourself. You're not going to just stop living for you and doing what's right for you for their acceptance and their approval. So you hope and pray that they could be understanding, comprehend what it is that you're trying to do, support what you're trying to do because you know that it's the best option for you. But if they don't, if at the end of the day, if they, can't emphasize with you, then you're accepting of that. You accept them not emphasizing with you, but that doesn't change your path, your direction. It's not going to stop you. You're at peace with whoever you lose after you make this decision. I see you at peace with whoever stays and whoever goes. Whatever, reaction you get, because you value your happiness, your peace, much more than you do the approval of everyone. So if someone disapproves and they no longer support you, you're at peace with that person no longer being um, associated with you. And also, you're at peace and accepting of those who do support you and approve of you and accept you. So I just see you being at peace with whatever comes and goes as you do what's best for you, as you make the best choices for you, and as you put your happiness and as you prioritize your happiness, whatever and whoever comes and goes, you're at peace with because you know that your loyalty is to yourself first and foremost. So that's your strategy when this confrontation comes about. or if this confrontation is happening, or I feel like you already are dealing with some pushback, some disapproval, and I don't think that you prepared for it because there wasn't much to prepare for, if that makes any sense. It didn't matter if they approved or disapproved. You knew that this was what you wanted, and you were going to pursue what was right for you no matter what. You already knew that. So there was no like, oh, I'm going to tell, you know, my friends and family I'm making this move, that I'm changing some things up, that I'm no longer going to work for that company. I'm no longer going to stay in an unhappy situation. I'm going to do something that they're comfortable with you doing, but you're not. You already just decided. You already made that choice for yourself, for you. And there is no preparing for some sort of speech, trying to like put it in a way that is going to like run over smoothly. There is no sugarcoating the truth. And if who comes, comes, and who goes, goes. There was no preparing, for this confrontation, this conflict. It was what it was. It is what it is. To you, you got to do what's right for you, and it's not like you don't care. It's just that you're prioritizing yourself. You do care. It's not that it doesn't hurt. It does hurt, but you're accepting of it. I see you moving on and realizing that it was worth whatever you lost. I see you being surrounded by people who do support you, accept you, approve of you, want what's best for you. And I see you realizing who those people are in your life. I feel like this confrontation, this conflict exposed who wasn't really putting your best interests at heart, didn't have your best interests at heart. This confrontation exposed who your fake friends were, who your real friends were, who was really like loyal to you, who was really, caring about you, and who was just benefiting off of knowing you, benefiting off of you being unhappy. Because I feel like you're gonna get backlash from people who were comfortable with you being unhappy or being in an unhappy state of mind. I feel like whatever this is in regards to, this is good for you. This is like what you need. This is something that you need, and you know it in your core that you need to get out. You need to do something different. You need to be with this person versus whoever you've been dealing with. You just know what is right for you. And I see you making sure that you stay loyal to yourself and you pursue your dreams, your heart's calling, whatever your heart is calling you to do. You want to stay loyal to yourself in that way. And I feel like whoever it is that is offended by you loving yourself like this, taking care of yourself like this, has to be an enemy to you in some form or fashion, even if they present themselves as a friend, as a part of your community, as a part of your support system, but they're not allowing you to be free, expressive, happy, do what it is that you want to do, live a lifestyle that is healthy for you. I feel like these people have to be enemies on the low, have always been enemies on the low, and you are exposing them by sharing your heart's calling and pursuing it. This was definitely a milestone in your relationships because I feel like once you discovered your way out, once you answered your calling, it exorcised the evil that was around you, playing like they actually loved you or support you, but the whole time they were helping to oppress you, helping to shrink you, helping to keep you small, unfulfilled, and they're exposing themselves as you move forward into your happiness, answering your calling as you fulfill that. Everybody who's not supposed to ride with you, support you for the long run, they're falling away by the wayside, exposing themselves. And the people who are genuinely, unconditionally loving and supporting you are being highlighted at this time. And it's like very clear to you now who really supports you and who is being two-faced, playing a game with you, just benefiting off of you in this unhappy space. Okay with you being unhappy, okay with you feeling oppressed, comfortable with you being tied down, comfortable with you playing small, comfortable with you not expressing yourself and limiting yourself. There's people around you who rather you be silent, quiet, dim your light. They don't want you to shine. They don't want you to be your best version. They're very comfortable with you staying stagnant, with you being stuck. And obviously, if they feel that way about you, they clearly cannot genuinely support you. So go ahead and move forward in your calling because these people need to be exposed. Because they've been like inhabiting your space, your energy, and you're not aware of the lack of authenticity. You're not aware of the lack of genuine love and support. You're under some sort of false illusion about these people or this person, and they need to be exposed so that you can actually tap into your fulfillment and your potential here. And you want this for yourself more than you want the approval and validation of just any and everybody. I don't see you losing anyone. I see you gaining clarity, rather. And like I said, the genuine and unconditional love and support is being highlighted at this time. You have that clarity now. Making moves out of this stagnant space of feeling constricted, limited, oppressed in some form or fashion has you gaining so much clarity. You're really grateful for who's showing up in your life as unconditional love and support, having unconditional love and support for you. You're very grateful for the people who never had good intentions for you falling to the wayside and no longer being in your life. You're grateful for the detoxing process that you're going through. Because I feel like these people served as like toxins to you, taking up space and room, resources, energy from you. And I'm happy that they're gone too. I'm sure that you're very grateful that you have that clarity. The Page of Coins right here is stumping me. So I'm going to try and get to the bottom of that. So this was kind of hard to channel, but what I'm getting here is that whoever it is that has been betraying you on the low, like just benefiting off of your oppression, basically, I feel like once you realize who it is that doesn't support you doing what's best for you, once you realize who's been comfortable with you being uncomfortable, it is actually not as hard to let them go as you might have thought. It's not as hurtful to see who it is that isn't really supporting you. Like, I see you being able to accept whoever gets exposed. Like, you're just like not hurt. It's not like a shock to you. I don't feel like this is such a shock to you, or that this person has a problem, or this person has a problem, or this person is rejecting you, or this person is turning their back on you. It doesn't shock you because you're like, well, I always felt like there was something wrong anyway, or I always felt like there was a lack of an alignment there anyway. And it just, you're intuitively just accepting of who stays and who goes. Like, it feels very balanced to you. I don't see you getting blindsided by somebody all of a sudden up and abandoning you because you're doing what's best for you. I just see you gaining clarity and like you're happy. I see you being very happy. Or are you? I don't feel like this hurts as badly as it could have. I see you like letting go of people who you know just don't really deserve your energy or align with you, and they never really supported you anyway. Wow. Okay, so what I'm picking up on is you're like 10 steps ahead of these people. Whoever it is, like, okay, I'm getting like these people are coming at you like, why would you do that? Why would you stop working for them? Why would you leave that relationship? Why would you stop playing small for me? Why would you stop being uncomfortable and feeling like shit every day when you could be making me comfortable and wasting your energy on making me feel okay when you're not? Very unfair transactional relationships here, very unbalanced dynamics here. And you living for yourself and prioritizing yourself is offending them and causing them to come at you with this aggression and this disapproval and this betrayal. Like you're just kind of like getting dealt with betrayal. You're getting dealt betrayal from these, you're getting betrayed by these people. And it's just kind of like you were 10 steps ahead of them. That's why this isn't a heartbreaking situation. That's why you already know who's down for you. You already have your tribe. You already know who you can trust. You already have established where you feel accepted, loved, and supported unconditionally. You've already established that. So these people coming out of the woods all of a sudden having a problem with you, you were 10 steps ahead of them. You're not heartbroken. You're not blindsided. You don't feel betrayed. You already knew that it wasn't genuine, that the love wasn't real, that the support was um, superficial. You already knew that before you even made the move. They were a part of the oppression, the oppressive force, the trapped energy. You were 10 steps ahead. You knew that these people were going to betray you eventually, or you felt intuitively that you couldn't depend on them, or they just never been dependable, or they blatantly showed you that they were not dependable, trustworthy, genuine. They could have blatantly showed you that, or you could have just peeped it, always known intuitively. So it's like when they show you this backlash, it doesn't hurt. When they turn their back on you, you don't feel betrayed, you don't feel hurt. You release them with ease, you accept their absence with ease because you already were 10 steps ahead. You already knew. So I think that's very divine that Spirit prepared you for this next chapter and gave you these downloads about your community and the moves that were the best for you. I feel like this was definitely divinely led, a divinely guided decision, choice, because all this you're gaining so much clarity and fulfillment because of a choice, because of a change. You know this was the right thing to do. All this clarity and fulfillment is just coming in. All this discernment is coming through. All this confirmation too. Oh, I knew that person wasn't dependable. Oh, I knew that person was not going to approve, was going to just back out at the last minute, right? You prepared for that, so you're not left stranded and you don't feel betrayed and you don't feel burdened by their absence. That's really, really awesome. That's how you know this was the right thing to do, the right change to make. So accept all this clarity, discernment, and confirmation from Spirit and keep going, y'all. Peace.